1,000 people dead in 4 days. The hottest day France has ever recorded. The Eiffel Tower closing its own doors against the heat. A football player drowned trying to cool off in the river. Scientists say nights this hot are now 100 times more likely than 20 years ago. The sky itself has turned into a weapon. France's record-breaking heatwave has claimed close to 1,000 lives, with health officials warning the toll is far from final. Public Health France said in a statement on June 28th that around 1,000 excess deaths had been recorded since June 24th, compared with the usual death rate for this time of year. The vast majority, 85%, involved people aged 65 or over. The worst-hit regions were those placed under red heat alerts, including Île-de-France, Nouvelle-Aquitaine, Brittany, Centre-Val de Loire, Normandy, and Pays de la Loire. More than 30 French departments spent much of the week under that red alert, and June 24th became the country's hottest day on record, with the average temperature over 24 hours reaching 30 degrees Celsius. In Paris, the strain on emergency services prompted authorities to ban public drinking over the weekend, while the city's Pride March, originally set for June 27th, was postponed. Both the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre began closing early to cope with the heat.
It's really hot in my apartment. We live on the last floor, so we also want to study. We also want to continue our life normally, but it's almost impossible. Like, I knew by my neighbor that the town hall is open, so the first thing we did, we came to the town hall to study, to continue our work. Because, at some point, even with the fan, it's not working in the house, so we had to find another place. And it's nice that we have this.
As residents sought relief in parks and along canals, the dangers of unsupervised swimming turned fatal. A man drowned in the canal St. Martin on the night of June 26th, prompting a blunt warning from the city's mayor. French Health Minister Stéphanie Rist warned that the consequences of the heatwave could linger for up to 10 days after temperatures finally ease.
Yes, there are some. Obviously, mortality is increasing, but it is not for me to communicate on that. It is for the health authorities to do so. We have more or less all the indicators that show we are in a difficult situation. It is both the calls to the SAMU, the calls to the fire brigade, admissions to emergency departments, and obviously, deaths. And so I repeat, emergency measures are necessary for our own protection and to stay hydrated, and above all, not to believe that one is invulnerable.
Football was not spared either. League Two player Kenzo Chies, 21, died after reportedly drowning in the Rhône River during the heatwave, with his club Guingamp expressing its condolences. The crisis has stretched well beyond France. Scientists describe the heatwave, which began on June 20th, as the worst Europe has ever recorded, with human-caused climate change making this week's extreme nighttime temperatures around 100 times more likely than 2 decades ago.
A widespread, intense, late June heatwave in Europe, as you all know, as you're all feeling, has shattered numerous temperature records. It's having major impacts on human health, on ecosystems, on agriculture, on labour productivity, and it's accompanied in some areas, in particular France, by worsening drought and the risk of wildfires, as well as localised storms.
Germany, Poland and Italy were all forecast to near or top 40 degrees Celsius, while storms disrupted parts of France, cutting power to around 63,000 households by early June 28th. In Italy, rescuers searched for the husband of Cabinet Minister Eugenia Roccella, missing since June 27th after swimming in Lake Vico, north of Rome.
High temperatures we're seeing during the day get much of the attention, but nighttime temperatures are exceptionally high too. When temperatures stay above 20 degrees Celsius overnight, as we've seen recently, and as Claire mentioned, residences can't shed the excess heat, and that exposes people to dangerous indoor conditions. In such conditions, the body can't recover from the heat of the day.
With storms now moving through parts of the country, France and half of the European continent are bracing for the true scale of its heat wave to become clear only in the days ahead.
Alors nous, le Airbnb qu'on avait, c'est écrit clim, mais pour elle, c'est de monter la tasse. Hier, quand on a quitté, elle dit, n'oubliez pas d'éteindre la clim. Mais
on veut profiter de nos journées. On est à Paris pour quelques jours, donc même hier, malgré la chaleur, on a été se balader autour de Notre-Dame. Si on va attendre que la chaleur disparaisse, on ne visitera pas grand-chose. Donc on a des bouteilles d'eau et puis voilà. On essaye d'alterner un petit peu entre l'ombre et le soleil.
We decided to come here quite early in the morning because the weather in these days is quite hot, so it's not easy during the afternoon to visit in a safe way.
What that means is cleaning. So it means that when it rains, the rain has a chemical reaction with the type of stone.
Résumez-moi pourquoi vous lancez la cardinance.
Puis t'as aussi des mariages qui se déroulent magnifiques. La vie continue. C'est un des mariages magnifiques.
Comme dans toutes les mairies d'arrondissement de Paris, on a ouvert ici dans le 18e des salles rafraîchies pour permettre aux habitants du quartier, aux habitants du 18e de trouver un espace, en plus des espaces qui veulent exister à l'extérieur, pour se rafraîchir, pour faire une pause, pour travailler pour beaucoup, pour venir avec leurs enfants, bref, pour pouvoir être ensemble tranquillement et au frais dans ce moment de grande canicule. Donc on prend bien sûr en compte les personnes les plus fragiles pour les mettre à l'abri, pour leur permettre de vivre cette période le plus facilement possible. Et c'est vrai aussi des tout petits dans nos crèches. Et là aussi, vous le verrez, dans nos zones rafraîchies, il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent avec leurs enfants petits parce qu'eux aussi sont en fait fragiles.
It's really hot at my apartment. We live in the last floor. So we also want to study, we also want to continue our life normally, but it's almost impossible. So I knew by my neighbor that the mairie is open. So it's the first thing we did. We came to the mairie to study, to continue our work, because at some point, even if with fun, it's not working in the house. So we had to find other place, and it's nice that we have this.
C'est difficile, hein, parce que chez moi, il y a 33. Donc, j'habite sous les toits. Pour moi, j'habite près d'ici. Donc, pour moi, c'est facile de venir.
Et du coup, on est venu se rafraîchir parce qu'à la maison il fait trop chaud et dans les parcs il fait trop chaud.